Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to be looking at the new 2022 Mega Tin cards for Common Charity. I'm very excited for this. I already know what's coming. It's not a live reaction or anything, but I do have some fandom articles pulled up and I'm ready to go. Okay, first off we have one of the more underwhelming things here. We've got the Armed Dragon support. We've got level 3, level 5, and Thunderbolts. Now, if we had Flash, this would be very good in Dragon decks. You could get a 5 or higher, not 5 or higher, just a free Dragon. It's emergency teleport. But unfortunately, one, I don't think we have Flash. If we do, I can be corrected. And two, that deck is still not very good. It's still bottom to mid tier Rogue. Next up, something that's actually pretty good. We got Wind Witch. We got both Freeze Bell and Chimes. Now, Chimes is a very good card. Just target a Wind Witch, special summon a Wind Witch from deck from defense. Very, very good. You can only summon wind monsters, but that's fine. Every monster you're summoning on your turn is a wind, especially now Freeze Bell, which you have access to. This makes the caster pile deck very, very powerful. I think it's going to creep its way into tier 3, maybe tier 2, if it gets enough representation. I'm very excited for what this new deck will do. Not new, but a deck we don't see a lot of. Next up, Metal Foes. We got Vanisher and Azortless. These cards, unfortunately, are not good. Imagine if we got any of the real good Metal Foes, like any of their good fusion spells, more of their main deck monsters, any of the rare Metal Foes main deck monsters would be cool. Um, oh, do we have Mithrilium? I don't believe we do. So that's a problem, obviously. Now, these two cards aren't bad. They'd probably see play if we had more Metal Foes, but until that happens, we are unfortunately not going to be playing this. No one is ever going to play Constellar. White Baking. This is actually very good. Zombies have been a fairly decent, like not fairly. I'll be honest, like a below Rogue tier deck for a pretty long time, just since the beginning of Common Charity. But they've been getting waves and waves of like small support, and I think this is what's going to push them over the edge into being like Rogue / tier 3 playable. Um, White Baking is just crazy. It's insane. Essentially, you can just pitch this. You can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, and then you can, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can just search to Skull Servant cards from your deck to your hand. So searching 2 cards from your deck to your hand and preventing destruction, obviously very, very powerful in Skull Servant decks. And you can also mill them with the Gozuki, Shiranui Solitaire, Samurai Skull, whatever you need, basically. Yeah, this card is very good for zombies. Next up, a new Fabled card. Fable is still bad. A new Dragoonity card. That deck is still bad. I grouped these together because Dragoonity and Fabled are technically playable archetypes, but they just don't have a boss monster. And Wraith is okay. I'm actually, you know what? Fabled and Wraith. Let me see. I'm looking. This is on the fly. I got no idea what's going on. We're looking it up. What does this card do? I don't even remember. And Wraith. It's the same for a monster. Okay. A Fable Tuner and Non-Tuner. When this is special summoned, you can Pot of Greed pitch one, except your opponent can negate it. And if opponent's monster is sent from your hand, if a monster is sent from opponent's hand to grave, you can target a monster, special it to your field. Oh wait, this is actually kind of good because then you can steal it to your field and then summon Sheridan. Wait, that's kind of nice. It's not going to be Fabled any higher than like the Rogue tier they're already at, but like making it turn 1 and then forcing your opponent to pitch a monster and then making Sheridan send a monster from their field to the grave. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'll keep this in mind. This is nice. This is kind of cool. I'll admit it's kind of cool. And then this banishes 2 cards from the graveyard. It's cool. I'm glad we have it, but the card's just not. This is not what Dragoonity needed. Dragoonity needs the the big dude who banishes. And they also need more OTK tools. Sacred Tree Beast Hyperion. Why would you ever make this a common? Jesus Christ, this card is insane. Hyperion, basically, it's a rank 9 negates. It's cool and all, but what's really cool about it is that Strenna, the Rika Fairy, when tributed, can summon this and then attach it. So it's another bonkers rank 4 that we can just make. If you're playing Layer of Darkness, you can make this. If you're on some stupid level 4s in Layer of Darkness. But more importantly, if you're on you can just play Ballista Squad in Lunalight now, and you can just like sit on Strenna. You tribute Strenna with Ballista Squad, pop a card they control, and then summon a fucking Omni Negate, basically. Very, very powerful. EMR, this is for Earth Machine, so I don't care. Angel Statue, never heard of this card. The Materia Raptors, they're like okay, rank 3s. I don't know Gigaboros, I own him. He's not great. Eraser Laser, you can just play a kaiju. You can just play a kaiju. I have never heard of this card in my entire life. Expendable Die is like okay for Goki, I'm sure, but like, if you play Goki, you don't, you could have like 9 copies of Super X and you can still, Goki would still be awful. Ida, the Sun Magician. This is another card for caster pile. Just more spellcasters. We need more. We need more playables, surely. Now we have plant stuff. This is Stay Sailor Romarian, Sunavon Melius, and Sunbind Sowing. Romarin, Stay Sailor, this one, is the one that is going to be played in Predaplant. I assume that's the deck you were guys wondering about when you heard plant support. Yeah, this card is very good in Predaplant. Everyone knows this. Melias and Sowing are cool, but I don't think there are enough Sun Avalon commons to make this worth playing. Unless we have Thrasher, Genus Loci, Twin, and other good cards, then we don't really have a reason to do this. Another pretty interesting deck we have access to now, Despian Comedy, Despian Proskenion, Ad Libitum, and Despia Branded, and Ad Libitum of Despia, and Branded and High Spirits gives us access to a weird branded Despia version that we never had access to, really, because it had been outpowered. You can play Branded and High Spirits, go Ad Libitum. Your end board is like Dragus Stapelia and more. Priskenion's like not an awful payoff. It's okay. I haven't done a lot of testing with it, but there's definitely a lot of potential there. Next up, we got Stellar Wind Wolfrat. Wolfrat is another level 9 synchro monster that is fairly, like, pretty underrated, to be honest. Like, it's not seeing play in the TCG because it's not good there, but like, could be better than like Ravenous Crocodragon. It gives Tenny like a second option, so you don't have to make Crocodragon every game. Also, Caster Pile doesn't have to make like Cloud Castle anymore, because like they need cards in their hand, so you can't make Ravenous and pitch 2 to fucking, I don't know, pop a card. So you finally have interaction with your rank 9s for Caster Pile, or sorry, level 9s for Caster Pile. There are ways to get around this. New Chronomaly, this deck is bad. Live Twin, this deck is unplayable. Link Apple, this card is Upstart Goblin if you build your whole deck around it, so that's cool. The new Dino Wrestler actually got put at common this time, which is cool. I think this could mean Dino Wrestler seeing some kind of play, not competitively, but it's definitely less of a meme than it was when I uploaded my Dino Wrestler tier -1 best deck of the format. Festival. Trickstar is never going to be good unless played with stun cards, and I don't think Festival lets you do that. Rocket Caliber. More dragon stuff. That is not what Dragon needs. Dragon needs a real payoff instead of just drawing into hand traps with the Giant Trainer. Hand traps your opponent knows coming, by the way, since you have to reveal every card you draw with a Giant Trainer. A Denier. This is actually pretty good. There is a little like Tier Element Destiny Hero deck that has kind of been like floating around for a little bit, and I think this might be able to do it. Like make it push it into a limelight of maybe not rogue playability, but just like something you can mess with. Meow's Click. This card is okay. I think it's a Mystic Mine out or something. We don't need that here. We got Cosmic War is fine. Zoroa. This is the only Magistus they reprinted for some reason. Probably should have reprinted the rest. Then we would probably play it. Duncan Suship Uni Class Super Dreadnought. I've been praying for this card forever. Forever I've been praying for this card. Dude, I needed this. This is what's going to make Suship crazy. I promise. I promise. Suship's going to be good after this. I promise. I promise. Card's nice. Read it. It's nice. How many cards can you pop or negate? A lot of them. You're going to get a lot of them. Pop a lot of them. It's great. Ice Jade Cradle, if only you had any other good Ice Jade monsters. Now, this is the real interesting part. These are 3 almost fully realized archetypes we are getting our hands on. 1, we have gotten basically every Gizmek at this point. That's pretty good. Gizmek Inba we got Hair, we got the Sunrise Singular, Tanigaku, Immobile Intellect, Arakami, and Arakami, the Hail Bringer Hog. I don't know any of these cards or what they do, but Gizmek seems cool. Magic-y. We got this. You're never going to play Magic-y Pure, let's be honest. Stop coping. This deck is truly unplayable without Hulk and the little level 4 fairy Herald Marklight. But deck is still pretty decent when combined with Megalith. You can still play like 3 Betos Buster, 3 ARA, a Garrus Glosser, and a Unloading. Just like get some more disruption on your Megalith board to make it not insta-lose to skill drain. You know, the cool things. Finally, we got my favorite. We got Sting Lancer, Invincible Atlas, Light Flapper, Mighty Neptune, Descent. Where did Armorhorn go? We also got Armorhorn. Hold on. Am I just not reading it? Oh, it's Scale Bomber. We got Scale Bomber, Sting Lancer, Armorhorn, Atlas, Formation, Light Flapper, Mighty Neptune, Absolute Hercules, and Descent. Bonkers. We also have Flying Sting already. Wow. And Assault Roller 2. This is going to be like the next tier 1.5 deck. I don't think it's better than like Lunalight, Predaplant. I don't think it can match really to Tenyi, but I think it's definitely competes with Scrap. I think it competes with Goki. I think it competes with Melfi for sure. Like, this is a strong deck. This is the one I've been testing. Trust me. I haven't been showing the images. I just forgot. But here's Atlas. He's cool. I like Atlas. Here's Betos Buster. I can't go back now. Here's the little Gizmek guy. But wow. I am so excited to test with Atlas. I'm already figuring out how to wind up people with Scary Moth. I'm figuring out how to I'm testing so much. You guys got to come on in and test with me. I'm excited. Join the link in the comments. It's the link to the Common Cherry Discord. You got to join and test with me. All these cards are new. Everybody's scrambling to find the best deck. Megalith might have an argument now that they're not weak to Skill Drain. They were starting to find arguments before, but then Skill Drain came off, so like the Megalith wasn't good and like playable anymore. Now that Skill Drain is less of an issue to Megalith, I think that deck is going to have an argument for Tier 1. That deck is for sure going to have an argument for Tier 1. I'm very excited. I can't wait. I'm very excited. You got to join the Discord. And I will see you in the next video. Hopefully B-Trooper. Maybe if we're lucky, we see our next Tier 1 deck in Megalith. Or even B-Trooper. It has an argument. Ending on like Winda plus a Monster Negate and an untargetable, indestructible guy is like powerful. That like beats Monkey Flip. Beats a lot of the combo decks. Like what are you even supposed to do as Lunalight if you're staring down Scary Moth? You just can't do anything. none of your special summons, you can't special summon one time and get a guy over 23. It's just impossible. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. And look, you got to join